Got some stragglers. Good morning. My name is Nate Jones. I use he, him pronouns, and I have the honor of being your worship associate this morning. Please take a moment to ensure that your cell phones are in worship mode. It always happens. There's always one. Don't let it be you. We welcome everyone here and online to the Unitarian Universalist Church of Roanoke, with a special welcome to those of you who are joining us for the first time. We hope you stay after the service for coffee in the fellowship hall. Let's take a second to stand up and say hello to all of our friends watching from home. For those of you online who wish to share joys and concerns during the Lifelines portion of the service, please put them in the chat in the next 15 minutes. We acknowledge that our church resides on the traditional lands of the Tutelo and Monacan nations and was later farmed and developed through slave labor. We recognize and respect the ongoing connection to this land by generations of Black, Indigenous, and people of color. May our gratitude and fellowship here echo and honor that rich history. Our minister is the Reverend Walter LaFleur, who is on medical leave. And while he is away, today's service will be led by Jean Edmonds and Judy Newton, and is called, is it Nelson? I'm sorry. They got it wrong. You know, I wanted to say Nelson. Okay. Well, I was second guessing myself. It's called A Conversation Between Mother Nature and Me. Please join me in reciting our words of welcome. Whoever you are, whomever you love, however you express your identity, whatever your situation in life, whatever your experience of the holy, as you come seeking love, your presence here is a gift. Whether you are filled with sadness or overflowing with joy, needing to be alone with yourself or eager to engage with others, all who welcome all are welcome here. And now we'll get a quick message from Catherine.
Hi, everybody. I'm Catherine Hoffman. I'm president of the board, and I'm here with the board report. We met last Tuesday, and I have two important pieces of news for you from that meeting. First of all, we made the decision to hire a contract minister for next year to fill out Rev Walter's term, which, as you know, is supposed to end in June of 2025. This will be an interim board hire, but we are recruiting congregation members, and we're appointing some already, to be on the team to hire this person, which will be headed by Gordon Malcheski, who is the president-elect. And we hope to have this person hired by August or September. Why are we moving so fast, you may ask? Because the pool of UU minister candidates that is out there has already been on the market for at least 2 months. So the contract minister will work with us for 1 or at most 2 years. It will be a contract for that. And in order to get this done, we're pushing the search for a settled minister off by 1 year. All right, because we just don't have the bandwidth to run that search and this search at the same time. So if you have any questions about any of that, please see me or any board member. In the meantime, we are delighted to announce that our very own Minister Emeritus, Kirk Ballin, has agreed to work 3/4 time in our ministry on a month-to-month basis until we can hire the contract minister. So let us all thank Kirk. He will start on March 1st. He'll be in the pulpit for 2 Sundays a month, as well as continuing pastoral care and working with the staff, the board, and the committees to keep the church running smoothly. So we're in good hands, and we owe him a great debt of gratitude for stepping out of retirement to do this for us. So he would be working 3/4 time, which means he's not quite full-time, but he's more than half-time. Yeah. In other board news, there's other board news? Yes. We began the process of establishing the operating budget for next year, which is from July 1st, 2024 to June 30th, 2025. This budget will become the basis of this year's Generosity Pledge campaign, which is right around the corner. This congregation has demonstrated its generosity and commitment to our community so well in the past, and we anticipate an equally good result this year. The operating budget keeps the staff paid, the lights and water on, the furnace and the AC running, and the roof watertight. There is no fat in the operating budget. So it's your generosity and pledging that makes that possible. We're also on the lookout for church members who might be interested in representing us at the annual UUA General Assembly this year in June. It's going to be 100% online, so it's such a deal. You don't have to travel to Pittsburgh or someplace. And we can help people with the registration fee if they need that. We get 5 delegates for our church. The big vote this year is on the Article 2 revision, which you have already heard about and will continue to hear about. So it's important that we be represented in that vote. GA is fun, and so the delegates, and you can go even if you're not a delegate, but we do need 5 delegates, and it really is a fulfilling experience. Let's see, early registration discount ends March 1st, so we're really looking for people who might be interested in this, to talk to them right away. So please consider this opportunity and let me or any board member know if you're interested or have any questions. Finally, on behalf of the board, I would like to say that we are inspired and touched by the way that everybody in this community has pulled together to respond to the crisis of Rev Walter's illness. We are truly living our covenant, you guys, and I couldn't be prouder to be the president of a board of a church like this. It's an honor to serve you. Rev Walter will be, as most of you know, he'll be making an appearance at the end of the service so that we can file by in a line and just give him our love in person. I would encourage you to be brief in your remarks with him as his energy is limited. But he was very touched that we were willing to do this. There are some blue cards out there where you can just write a little note to him if you like and put it in the basket. There's also a basket with a purple ribbon out there to put anything you want to say to him in. And there will be lots of high-quality goodies. I've seen them going by while we're waiting in line. Thank you.
And now our covenant. We commit to supporting each other with respect and direct communication as we work in community to explore spiritual growth and to be a force for good in the world.
Good morning. I invite you to sing with me. This is very easy. That's not what I meant to do. Don't sing that. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. Earth, my body, water, my blood, of the spirit. Air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. And we are of the spirit. Air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. Earth, we are of the earth, my blood, air, we are of the spirit, my spirit. Earth, we are of the earth, my blood, air, we are of the spirit, my spirit. Earth, we are of the earth, my blood, air, we are of the spirit, my spirit. Earth, we are of the earth, my blood, air, we are of the spirit, my spirit. Earth, we are of the earth, my blood, air, we are of the spirit, my spirit. Earth, we are of the earth, my blood, air, we are of the spirit, my spirit. Earth, we are of the earth, my blood, air, we are of the spirit, my spirit. Earth, we are of the earth, my blood, air, we are of the spirit, my spirit. Earth, we are of the earth, my blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. Thank you for singing. Whoa. Thank you for singing with me.
Our opening words are an excerpt from Pro Future Faith by Michael Dowd. We are living in challenging and confusing times, and religion and science each has a vital role to play in assisting humanity in coming home to reality. Given our impact on the Earth's climate, soils, seas, forests, and other species, we are already in the early stages of what could be called the Great Reckoning. The good news is that this could just as easily be called the Great Homecoming. Humanity, the prodigal species, after squandering our inheritance, comes home to life by honoring the evidence as authoritative and ecology as the heart of theology. We should try to lift up the evolutionary purpose of religion and the ecological necessity of science to assist all of us in reclaiming our moral and prophetic voice on behalf of future generations. Such an evidence-based sacred realism and compassionate resolve can help us all accept what is inevitable, avoid what is futile, and attend to what matters most. It can also help us stay sane, sober, and inspired in chaotic and difficult times. And now our chalice lighting. We light the chalice for the web of life which sustains us, for the sacred circle of life in which we have our being, for the earth, the sky, above and below, for our Mother Earth, and for the mystery. If you guys want to sing, Jesse. On the spot. We now kindle, inspire us to use our powers to heal and not to harm, to help and not to hinder, to bless and not to curse, to serve you, O Spirit of life. I had to keep Jessie on her toes.
As Nate already told you, my name is Jessie. I'm the Director of Lifespan Faith Development here. I use they, them pronouns, and I'm going to invite up anyone who's young or young at heart. If you want to come forward, we're going to talk about something this morning, and I have that something in my hands. What is this? The earth, a beach ball. Good job. It is a beach ball that's made to look like earth. I've got the whole world in my hands. You are correct. So on this earth, what do you see? Clouds. There's blue. What might the blue be? Continents. I love it, that. The blue is water. Blue is water. What colors are on the continents? Green, yellow, orange. So what do you, white? Yeah. So we've got all kinds. What's on this continent? What do you think that is? Is it clouds or ice? Ice. A little bit of pink too. Well, I think that might be from something else. So we have all these different things on this earth. What if I told you, since this ball was made, it's changed? I mean, certainly the clouds have changed, right? Yeah. But there's a little less water in some places, a little less ice in some places, a little more water in other places. Who knows what this continent is? North America. What if I told you that some of these little islands down here by Florida are smaller because of hurricanes and other things, and it's stuff that disasters that are natural, but some of them have gotten bigger and bigger because of some of it's because of the way we treat the earth. Let's be honest. Have you ever seen garbage on the side of the road? Yeah, absolutely. Have you ever seen someone throw just garbage on the ground? Yes. That tiny bit of garbage might not affect something, but if, you know, that question of, well, what if we all did it? What if we all threw our garbage out the window driving down the road? What if we all had a car that was full of like exhaust and gross things? But companies sometimes make bigger dents in the environment than we do. And we're going to talk about all this upstairs. But first, we're going to practice saving the earth. So what we're going to do, and I'm going to ask my adultier adults who have volunteered to make sure that we don't light things on fire. We're going to play a little bit. So the very first concert I went to was an Earth Day concert, and we did something with a giant beach ball, and we tried to save the earth by not letting it touch the ground. So we're going to practice right here, and then I'm going to challenge you. So let's see if we can keep this earth from touching the ground. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Wah! All right, hold it. There we go. Good job. You guys did a great job. All right, so now we have a bigger task. We're going to get it. I'm going to go over there. And everybody stand up and look at all these adults. They are going to help you. You guys are going to spread out, and these adults, I'm going to start the ball over there, and we got to get it all the way to the door before we leave. Can we do it?
I don't think so. Yes.
I think I have faith in them. Let's do it.
How are they going to get
Get ready.
readings today. First, a quote from Miles Neal from the book Gradual Awakening, the Tibetan Buddhist Path to Becoming Fully Human. One day, we will feel the great winds and sky in all directions as our own breath, the streams, rivers, and oceans as our own veins, arteries, and blood, the natural habitats and continents as our own organs and body, and all the sentient creatures and beings as our very own limbs. We will recognize the world is within us, and we are the world. With this recognition, having turned our hearts inside out, we will naturally work for the benefit of others and the planet. Second is a quote from Dolores LaChapelle from her book, Earth Wisdom. Patanjali, Buddha, Moses, and Jesus did not go to workshops or seminars or even churches. They went directly to nature, sat under a Bodhi tree or on the top of a mountain or in a cave. It is time to return to the source, spiritual inspiration, the earth itself.
Okay. Morning.
Good morning, Mother Nature. We're so privileged to have you with us as our guest this morning.
Well, thank you, Jean. You know I'm always happy to be here. I'm trying to speak to as many places around the world to alert people the importance of preserving the environment.
Yes, Mother Nature, we're so grateful to you for our water, our air, our minerals, and all of our natural resources.
Well, wait a minute. Did you say your earth, your water, your resources? Those things are not yours. They're all part of my beautiful creation, the earth. They are precious to me. I had such a wonderful time thinking of all these parts of this incredible world. I have to smile when I think of the wonders of this creation. The panda bears, the lily of the valley, starfish, the Blue Ridge Mountains, puppies, little children, and the beaches. I have to say the beaches were one of my better ideas. But wait, I never gave them to you or anybody.
Oh, really? Because I thought you did. Didn't you make this world for us humans to use as we please? Remember, the Bible said, right after the heavens and the earth, the plants and the animals, and all the humans were created, weren't we told that we should use the earth and subdue it and have dominion over it? I thought we were told that. And what did that mean?
Well, not what you thought. You sure did misinterpret your role. I never meant for you or the average American to use and abuse the creation in any way that was only in your interest. I meant for you to take care of this beautiful world, to tend it and protect it, to be tenants, serving the land and the other creatures. But you've acted as owners, and careless owners at that.
There certainly has been a misunderstanding here. Didn't you intend for us to use our highly developed brains to explore our world, to use scientific knowledge and I'll give it to you, your natural resources to improve our lives?
Yes, but not to improve your lives at the expense of the beautiful planet. Why did you cover up all my farmland with shopping centers? Why did you pollute my rivers and with toxic chemicals like Gen X? Why did you drain away my topsoil? Why did you cut down so many trees to make those vast pastures for beef cattle? And why did you allow your smokestacks to make my air thick with black smoke? Don't you realize that several million people die each year of air pollution? In cities like LA and Beijing and Cairo, some days they're so polluted people are advised to stay inside, and many have developed asthma.
Well, Mother Nature, with all due respect, You obviously don't know that air pollution is a natural result of manufacturing. And we have to keep up. We have to produce. We have to produce more cell phones, Learjets, microwaves, iPods, computers, single-serve coffee brewers, and electric tea makers.
Electric tea makers? For heaven's sake. You don't need an appliance to make tea. I've watched people throughout the generations, thousands of years, make tea all over the world. All you need to do is heat up water and pour it over some of those beautiful tea leaves.
Well, you may have a point there, but we have to produce thousands of consumer products that we actually don't need, but sell well. We have to have advanced agriculture and multinational corporations that produce large profits. We can't afford to be too concerned about the environment. And besides, our rivers look fine to me. When I drive on the highway, I see lots of green trees. And you look at that beautiful blue sky today. Really, Mother Nature, I think you're overreacting.
Overreacting? Don't you realize that our planet Earth is in real danger? I'm afraid that if many people are as clueless and careless as you are, the Earth is in terrible, terrible trouble, and that's with a capital T. If you all don't start to change your wasteful ways, our planet will be altered forever. For example, the changes in our climate, which are a result of the excess carbon dioxide you're producing, is threatening the whole ecosystem.
Well, Mother Nature, I do realize that climate change is a factor in our world, but I kind of like the warmer weather. This mild winter we just had in Roanoke was very little snow. I only shoveled one time, and it was like less than an inch. Personally, I hope that it keeps getting warmer.
I hardly know what to say. Lord, you remember that song by David Bowie, Young Americans? I'm changing it to Dumb Americans. It's like, oh my gosh. Don't you realize the implications of climate change? The polar ice caps are melting, destroying the habitat for our polar bears. Have you seen the emaciated polar bear? I mean, it is heartbreaking. If this trend is not reversed, the seas will continue to rise, and the continents will shrink, as Jesse said. Parts of Miami, New York, Newport News, right here in Virginia, will all be underwater.
Actually, I have a son that lives in Miami, and even though his house is miles away from the ocean now, he jokingly says, maybe if the seas continue to rise, I could be the proud owner of beachfront property.
Gene, that's not funny. You sound like you're willing to just throw away cities, but why should I be surprised? You throw away everything. I have never seen so much trash. You throw away plates and cups and diapers and appliances and clothes and cars. Did you know that 90% of the plastic produced is single serve? Used once and thrown away and will last thousands of years? Don't you all ever just take care of things? Use them again, mend or repair them?
No, actually, we don't. It costs more to get something repaired than to buy a new one. Just recently, I had to buy a new computer printer because I couldn't find anyone to repair mine. And besides, we can always get other things, new and improved things. There's an unlimited supply of things.
Well, there is not an endless supply of my natural resources. The water, the air, the land, and you're seeing to that.
Really? There are limits?
Of course, yes, nature is limited.
Well, don't worry. We're overcoming nature. Nature's tough, but we're tougher. We're harnessing nature and making it serve our advanced society. We're doing for things that you, Mother Nature, never even dreamed of. Aren't you proud of us?
No, to tell you the truth, if I were a human, I'd be pretty ashamed. Somehow you've gotten your relationship with me all mixed up. For many people, nature has become a raw reservoir of material to be studied, manipulated, and exploited. And this separation of human from nature is causing an ecological catastrophe. Don't you realize that all living things, including you, are held together in a delicate balance, an intricate web of interdependence, and that web is in trouble?
Look, Mother Nature, I don't want to question your assessment, but things look okay to me. I have plenty of heat in my house. And my front yard looks beautiful, green and lush. The fertilizer I use just makes it really special and beautiful. And when I curl my faucet, I have plenty of nice, clean water. And when we go to the beach this summer, we're going to swim in a beautiful, pristine ocean. Fantastic.
You sure know how to push my buttons, lady. That beautiful and diverse oceans are a very sore subject with me. They're actually in real trouble. Remember, 70% of our planet is covered by ocean. They are the largest habitat of animal life on Earth, and thousands of species are disappearing. Our oceans actually determine life on Earth. Their health is your health. And the problem is that acidity level in our oceans is rising because of your increased carbon emissions. And current commercial fishing practices are destroying the diverse fish. Don't get me started on that, girl.
Well, we have realized that eating fish is healthy for us, and more informed people are eating more fish. Isn't that good?
Yes, eating fish is good, but do you want your fish to be filled with dangerous chemicals? And my fish are being destroyed by overfishing. There have to be new limits on fishing, or 90% of edible fish will be just about gone by 2050. You see commercial fishermen use those new high-tech sonar fish finders and 60-yard nets that catch everything they want, as well as everything they don't want and can't use.
Well, I guess if there were less fish to eat, that would be okay.
No, you don't get it. The world does not revolve around you. The oceans are a delicate, interconnected web. Less fish mean less birds, and less ocean plants, and less whales, and all the plastic that's dumped in the ocean. Did you know that there is a truckload of plastic that is dumped in the ocean every minute of the day? Every minute. And that is just destroying the coral reef that house all those thousands of species. And then there are the oil spills. And many oceans have been disastrous for native birds, fish, and other marine life. Have you seen those pictures of those deer birds and ducks covered with black tarry oil?
Well, I have seen those terrible pictures, Mother Nature, but I've got great news for you. There's something that can clean up that little duck with the tarry feathers. I saw it on TV. Dawn dishwasher detergent. I saw this little bird and they put Dawn all over it and it cleaned it right up. It worked wonders.
Well, did Dawn clean all the birds and ducks? And what about the fish? That so many were killed by the spill.
Well, Mother Nature, I guess not. I guess I'm beginning to get it. You've made me realize just how serious the situation is and that it really affects me and the future of our planet. We have certainly bungled our assignment to be careful stewards of this beautiful creation. Planet Earth, can we begin again? Is it too late?
No, it's not too late, but you people will need to make some changes. You must realize that although the world seems very big to you, it is really very small with limited resources. It is as if all people on Earth live in one large public housing and belong to one household. This family of humans share their home with all living creatures, animals, and all plant life.
I'm beginning to see what you mean. Funny, I always thought that my household was made of my family, the people that lived in my house. I thought looking out for me and mine was all I had to do. I see differently now.
Well, I'm so glad that you're catching on. Remember that one of the UU's 7 principles states, we affirm and promote respect for the interdependent web of all existence of which we are a part of.
Well, Mother Nature, I've got one on you. You may not know that just 2 weeks ago, our Roanoke UU Church added this statement to a new Article 2. With reverence for the great web of life, we acknowledge our place in it. We covenant to protect Earth and all beings from exploitation.
Wow, that sounds great. I'm beginning to feel hopeful. And I know I'm preaching to the choir here, folks. I know I am, but you guys will be the leaders of our community to share your knowledge that we can, or you can make a difference. You could learn a lesson from the first astronauts when they saw the planet Earth from outer space, and they talked about how it looked, so beautiful yet so small and fragile.
Yes, I can see that you're wearing a T-shirt that shows that picture the astronauts took of the Earth from space, and it says, "Love your mother." I always thought that wearing that shirt was cool. I never thought about the responsibility that I had to actually do anything to preserve the Earth. Where do we begin?
If you want to make a difference, there's some issues right now in 2024. You might begin by lending your opposition, which I know you already have, to the Mountain Valley Pipeline, which is being built right in our backyard. The construction is polluting our streams, and the mud that is a residue is causing extensive damage. And you could also lobby the EPA to make stronger regulations to limit the amount of carbon pollution from your power plants.
EPA?
Oh, for goodness sake, Jean. You know that's the Environmental Protection Agency, set up by who'd have thunk President Nixon and Congress in 1970. It was a great start and has actually saved hundreds of species from extinction. But regulations in one country are not enough. You need to make worldwide regulations to save our planet.
Yes, I can see that one country cleaning up its air and water and limiting its emissions is not enough. This is obviously a global problem. But aren't many countries waking up to the importance of working together to save the planet? I remember reading about the Paris Climate Accords. In 2015, 196 countries from all over the world got together and agreed to work to reduce greenhouse emissions, to stave off the worst effects of climate change.
Yes, that pact was so encouraging to me. But did you know, in 2015, the U.S. withdrew from that pact, and now there are 195 countries? I was devastated by this short-sightedness and, frankly, stupidity. I wonder who that was. But, on a brighter thought, as you work to clean up our Earth, you are not alone. Just here in Roanoke, you could join the Sierra Club, the Western Virginia Land Trust, the Nature Conservancy, Sustainable Roanoke, or the Cool Cities Coalition. And did you know that Roanoke has been designated as a safe city for bees?
No, I didn't know that, but I do understand the importance of bees in pollination. I've heard that the numbers of both bees and butterflies are rapidly declining. I have several friends who are growing milkweed to feed monarch butterflies.
That's wonderful. You know what? I do believe that there is hope for you, after all. And of course, Roanoke has its own Earth Day celebration over in Grandin Village. Have you been there?
No, but I'm going to be there this year, and I'll bring my family and friends. We do have a beautiful Earth, and I do want to do my part to protect it for future generations. I'll try harder to remember my reusable grocery bags.
Fantastic. And don't, when possible, don't buy single-serve plastic. And of course, never, ever any styrofoam cups. And buy local at the Grandin Market.
And I won't go shopping just because I'm bored. Shopping for things I really don't need and can't afford is stupid.
And you could buy a hybrid car instead of a typical gas guzzler.
I could put some sun panels on my roof.
You could join the climate change demonstration out in front of the UU church each month.
Right, and I could reduce my lawn and get rid of that huge expanse of green, plant some trees and bushes that encourage butterflies and bees.
You could stop buying new and cheap clothes just because they're fashionable. And it's really, the fashion industry is the real culprit because they waste so many resources. You could, instead of changing your style so you want to buy new clothes to impress your friends, shop at Goodwill.
And honestly, Mother Nature, you're right. I'm sure I have enough clothes to last me for the rest of my life, especially since I'm an old lady. And I could shop small local stores and farmers market instead of just ordering from Amazon online. But that's going to be a hard habit to break. Because you see, Mother Nature, I get free shipping on my Amazon Prime account, and I don't have to go out to shop, and things come in just 1 or 2 days.
Yes, you may find that you'll be a little inconvenienced as you work to save our world. You might also find yourself a little chilly when you turn down the thermostat in your house a few degrees. And you may not like my last but very important suggestion. Please cut down on the meat that you consume and consider a more vegetarian diet. The massive amounts of grazing land required for animal agriculture takes up almost 1/3 of the land on the whole planet. Just imagine the trillions of trees that could be planted on that land. I know you love meat, but if you buy local meat, you'll be saving the earth for your children and their children.
That's true, Mother Nature. I'm really going to try to do my part because I do love so many things about you, things I hadn't stopped to think of for a while. Purple morning glories, red birds, and bluebirds, sunsets, brightly colored tropical fish.
Wonderful. I, too, love reflecting on some of my favorite things like cats sleeping in the sun and apples and baby's ears.
Baby's ears, like the little white seashells?
No, I meant real babies, the soft and fuzzy ones.
They are so sweet. What about walks in the woods? Redbud and dogwood blooming together in the spring. Turkey and dressing. What? I mean tofu and dressing. And what about parrots? Homegrown tomatoes.
What about grapes for wine and hops for beer?
Well, what about rainbows, California redwoods, and babies? Newborn babies of every species on our planet.
I believe we're finally on the same team. Let's end this reverie with a joint admonishment to these human rights here, okay?
Okay.
Love your mother!
Learn to love your mother. She's here for you. Learn to love your mother like she loves you. She loves you. She loves you. Learn to love your mother. 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 Learn to love your mother.
Your contributions are a tangible commitment to the mission and vision of this church. Each time you give, you renew that commitment. And as a result, your support is entwined with all that we believe and all that we do here together. This is its own special gift. In this spirit of trust and generosity, we graciously receive the offering.
My blood is of the river, my blood is of the sea. Flow, 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 the river, flow into the sea. I am a tumbling stone, I am a tumbling stone, I am a tumbling stone, I am a tumbling stone. Oh, my body is of earth and bone. Oh, my body is of earth and bone. My blood is of the river, my blood is of the sea. Flow, 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 the river, flow into the sea. I am a tumbling stone, I am a tumbling stone, I am a tumbling stone, I am a tumbling stone. Oh, my body is of earth and bone. Oh, my body is of earth and bone. My blood is of the river, my blood is of the sea. Flow, 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 the river, flow into the sea.
When we give, we say yes to something we value. With these gifts freely given, we say yes to the values of our faith.
Umbaya, oh, umbaya, oh, umbaya, oh, umbaya. I give love, I give love, I give love. Open your heart and give love. Open your mind and give love. Open your eyes and give love. Oh, 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 I thought I was supposed to keep going. Okay.
We heard from Mother Nature and Jean. Now you're going to hear from the songstress and the squawker. Back and forth. I'm sorry if my timing was off. My name is Terry Smith. I'm here to represent the Caring Committee this morning to share the joys and concerns of our community. If you'd like to share some personal news with our congregation, you can submit it to the church office before lunchtime on Friday, or you could contact a member of the Caring Committee, or write in our Caring log, which generally is on the altar. It didn't make it off of the pulpit until I arrived almost late. But I will leave it here at the end of the service if you'd like to add something today that we can share next week. I have two pieces of good news. First, last Sunday. This happened last Sunday. It's the first thing I'm going to tell you about. Kathy Cackneys, and I hope I said your name right, Kathy. No answer. She officially joined the church. So welcome to Kathy. Hey, another new member. We're really glad to have you here. And secondly, you may have heard the good news that our friend Tim Andriano has been transferred to Brandon Oaks Rehab. It happened yesterday, and he's ready to have visitors, and he's looking forward to it. He has a private room, and the staff was very attentive as he was being admitted. He does ask that you call before you come for a visit, and we've made up some strips of paper with his name, address, and telephone number on here. I'll have those available in the coffee hour room after the service. And now we will advance to the candle lighting portion. If you have a silent joy or concern you'd like to come up and express with lighting a candle, now is the time. And both sides of the altar will be available to you.
Doo-doo, da-dee, that way. Da-dum, 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 da-dum. Dum, 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 me, dum, be, dum, be, dum, 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 ma. Dum,
May the light of these candles warm your heart and brighten the week ahead.
We pray to you, Mother Earth, with gratitude for your holding and sustaining love, for the air, water, and soil that feeds us, for the mountains and rivers and oceans that calm our spirits, for loving and supporting all beings and all creation. We pray to you, Mother Earth, with humility. Help us to remember our place in the great web of life. Help us to remember that we are but a part of this great web, and that we must do our part for all life. Quick announcements. The Connections team is reaching out to members that we haven't seen in a while. They will be in Fellowship Hall after the service with contact information and some helpful suggestions on how to proceed if you're interested in helping. We just got word that Rev Walter and Yvette are running a little late, but they will be here. Again, just a reminder to keep your conversation brief and distilled so that everyone can get their words in.
Okay, I invite you to sing this one with me. This one's fun. This is how it goes. Put your roots down. Try that. Nice. Put your feet on the ground. Put your roots down, put your feet on the ground. Put your roots down, put your feet on the ground. You can hear what she says if you listen. You can hear what she says if you listen. Oh, that's beautiful. Put your roots down, put your feet on the ground. You can hear what she says if you listen. Put your roots down, put your feet on the ground. You can hear what she says if you listen. Just you. Put your roots down, put your feet on the ground. You can hear what she says if you listen. Put your roots down, put your feet on the ground. You can hear what she says if you listen. Put your roots down, put your feet on the ground. You can hear what she says if you listen. Put your roots down, put your feet on the ground. You can hear what she says if you listen. Put your roots down, put your feet on the ground. You can hear what she says if you listen. Put your roots down, put your feet on the ground. You can hear what she says if you listen. 'Cause the sound of the river as it moves across the stones is the same sound as the blood in your body as it moves across your bones. 'Cause the sound of the river as it moves across the stones is the same sound as the blood in your body as it moves across your bones. Put your sound of the river as it moves across the stones is the same sound as the blood in your body as it moves across your bones. 'Cause the sound of the river as it moves across the stones is the same sound as the blood in your body as it moves across your bones. Are you listening? Sound of the river as it moves across the stones. Are you listening? Same sound as the blood in your body as it moves across your bones. Are you listening? Sound of the river as it moves across the stones. Are you listening? Same sound as the blood in your body as it moves across your bones. Are you listening? Sound of the river. Are you listening? Across the stones. Are you listening? Same sound as the blood in your body as it moves across your bones. Are you listening? 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 Awesome. So I'm sorry I gave you an extra song. I thought like that was the candle lighting part. So that was that confusion. All right. I have CDs for free. I'm giving them away because nobody has CDs anymore. They make great coasters, so if you want a free CD, come talk to me. And we do circle singing this afternoon, so I have flyers for that too. So come, and they're out there. So thank you.
Thank you, Joy. We extinguish this flame, but we keep its light in our hearts with its message of love, taking it outside of these walls to the world we live in until we are together again. Bye.